What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Siren Frost, once again with another part 2 of the deck profile updates, including a debut of, well, maybe just one. I did post this, I forgot to mention in my first video with the Silver Thorns, is that I did post this idea on my Facebook recently, that I'm going to do part 4 of the Pale Moon deck profile updates only, but with one exception out of the 4. 1 out of 4 will be a debut of a newer archetype. Kind of old, new, whatever you want to think about it, but it's a whole new power and a whole new level to all of them. So the first one I did was part 1 is called Silver Thorns, which is the Lukier, and now this is part 2, which is Masked Magician Harri as a debut. So, and trust me, I didn't realize that Harri is going to be $10 per card, so that was going to be a little tough to get, and I'm going to try to stand up as much as I can for this, just because my chair wants to be a crack addict. Okay, so at first, I'll be honest with you, I did not have any interest in getting Harri, but because he was a Pale Moon unit, I figured, I have the deck fully built in Premium, so why not just give him another chance, to prove his worth. So, and I do like the new idea on the Magia dolls, just like little dollies, but like their old former selves. So that been any further said, let's get on with the deck profile, starting with grade zeros, because grade zero is the first one, then 1, 2, and 3, and maybe 4, but we'll see. So for starters, I play the main one is Happiest Collector. Now this unit is, a generic, like, you can use her in any deck besides Silver Thorns, but this one takes more of the cake than anything, and thanks to her new ability, if your opponent has a grade 1 Vanguard, you get a quick shield upon her arrival. So not only do you draw a card, but you get a quick shield. So they started to add that to this idea build. Now I'm playing 4 heals, which is Tender Breeder, which I did show in my Silver Thorn deck, because I don't like clowns. Believe it or not, I don't like clowns. Next, 4 PG criticals, which is the non-discard Sentinel, which is Darkside Swordmaster, which originally in her original art was Harri's critical trigger. So the fact that I'm putting her back in here now is like kind of like a good thing. She still kept her critical, but she doesn't have that draw card 5,000 power boost anymore. Sad panda. But she has a 30k shield, so I guess that's not completely bad, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. And next we're playing 8 front triggers, which I'm playing 4 Hoop Magicians and 4 Skyhigh Walkers. Just because the number of cards that you have on your front row, or on your front row, they apparently critical triggers of 12 crits, it would sound like a lot more plausible, but because we're playing multiple units, why not just add front triggers to it? I know you're all probably thinking like, well, geez, Siren, that's the most irrelevant thing to say, especially when the fronts are for the whole front trigger. Yeah, cut me some fucking slack. But yes, 8 front triggers is what we're playing with this, along with 4 crits and 4 heals. So that is grade 0. Now for grade 1, listen, you guys, like I told you before, my Accel decks will have the same ideal numbers of builds for grade 1 and 2 and 3, but every unit will be different, and see how far that's going to go. More stays. I'm playing 4 Masquerade Bunnies. This is your grade 3 searchers, so it doesn't have to be just be specific with Harri anymore. You can basically look at the top 5 cards of your deck. If you get a grade 3, you get it added to your hand and shuffle your deck. Then you discard a card. However, her ability is, if one or more cards were called from your soul this turn, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. So every Stride Fodder formerly gets a whole new power on their continuous skill, but the main auto skill is for grade 3 search only. Let's put it right in here. There we go. Okay. Next, we're playing for Magia doll, Darkside Mirror Master, and she looks like more like the toon version of Darkside Mirror Master to complete guard in the premium series. So I like her skill. When retired from Guardian Circle, you may put this card into your soul. When placed by the ability of your Harri, you can countercharge one card. So this all comes down to guarding as much as you can, putting these units into the soul, and when you write Harri, you get the skills of all the units that were placed to become Magia dolls. Last but not least, we have Magia doll Fly Peryton, aka the original Peryton. So I think what happened in the myth is some of these units that followed Harri for a little while secretly, they decided to become Magia dolls to keep their service in check with Harri. But with Peryton's ability, so the first one's the same with all Magia dolls, but the second ability is you draw a card as long as you do Harri. So you draw a card and countercharge. So, not a bad thing to have, personally. And yes, I apologize if I sound sick, you guys. I have a cold still. So, and with this pandemic going on, it's gonna be a bad news after all. But anyways, moving on to grade 2s, I'm gonna play 4 copies of Magia doll Prana. What's funny is that I still kept my 4 G unit versions of Prana, and her first skill is the same. Her secondary skill, if you know Harri's effect, this unit and one of your vanguards gets plus 10,000 power in a turn. So this will increase itself and your vanguard by 10,000. So good call. For next one, we got Magia doll Lunatec Dragon, aka just a Lunatec Dragon G unit. Now his Harri skill is choose up to one of your opponent's rear guards, and your opponent puts that unit into his soul. Almost the same kind of version of the Masquerade Harri grade 4 has, except that Harri does only 2, while this one only does 1. So, makes sense. Next, we're playing 4 Lure Pigeon Pop, like Pop Star. This is a new unit for me to still using. Let's put this right here. But I'll read the effect. When placed, put up to 1 card with a Magia doll in its card name from your drop zone into your soul. At the end of the battle it attacked, if this unit is on a stage, counterblast 1 and return this card into your hand. Search your deck or soul or drop zone for up to 1 Starry Pop Dragon called to the stage. And if you search your deck, shuffle your deck. So this will help you get your grade 4 Starry Pop Dragon instantly. After it attacked, does it have to hit? Nope, just after the end of the battle it attacked. So, I think there's no limit on how many Pop Dragons you can actually play. I've seen people play mostly like 2, but yeah. But I see my friend played 2 of these in his deck, maybe 3. But I want to try 4 to see if we can get a better result and see if it actually works. And the best part about deck profiles, you guys, is that you can make them, write them down, and if they don't work out, just change the formula. That's the best thing about Vanguard. There's no limitations. Except for the meta players, but they don't matter. For grade 3, well, this is not a hard thing to choice. 4 copies of the Masquerade Harri. I love the artwork, by the way. And the skill is, when placed, choose one of your additional rear guards, and it becomes the stage until the end of the fight. So basically, all the Accel circles go to that 1 right there. So active skill, 1 turn only. Counterblast and discard a card from your hand. Call up to 2 cards with Magia doll in their different names from your soul to rear guard, and they get 5,000 power in a turn. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you may call up to 4 cards instead of 2 cards. So if your opponent's Vanguard's 3, you call 4 units. It's just that simple. Not a bad thing. I play 1 copy of Silver Thorn Beast Tamer Doriane. Now, this is like the only Silver Thorn unit I actually play in the deck. So the last effect getting a grade 3 Silver Thorn from your soul, not gonna happen. However, using putting all the cards in your soul and draw the number of cards that were placed there, you still get that effect off. That's all you can do. And then afterwards, she's retired. So that's what my friend told me about, is her ability like that. So I didn't realize that she can go in any of our decks. So I will admit, you guys, flat out, my dumbass doesn't always stick with the higher meta combo decks kind of thing. I stick with my main archetype decks. Some are very noticeable, some I could be good with. And this one, I didn't realize it, but good to know. Next, for the final one, I play 4 copies of Starry Pop Dragons. I know you're all probably thinking, bitch, that is fucking crazy. You should at least just play 2. I know what you're all thinking. This is like a bad idea, but this is like my idea personally, because I want to try out all my possibilities before I start rebuilding the recipes again. So that's my only grade 4 for this deck, and 5 grade 3s. And for the imaginary gifts, I'm playing, of course, 6 Accel 2 markers. I want to see if I can do the draw thing more, because I think you can draw more better with this deck. And then 1 quick shield. So that's just pretty much all is to it, you guys. So this is a challenge for me, because I'm not used to trying out the newer stuff, but I'm glad I actually got it in time. So that is why I'm excited for it. So anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like what you've seen, be sure to subscribe, like this video, thumbs up for it, leave a comment down below, and let me know what your thoughts are on certain deck profiles or this deck profile I'm doing today. And if you guys liked also what you've seen in my other videos, just leave a comment down below, and let's start some conversations. So anyways, you guys, this is the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoy, make good choices, and enjoy the rest of your day or night, whatever time is in your areas. And also, please stay safe during this pandemic. I know you guys hate the coronavirus more than I do, but please stay safe, and again, make good choices, and live your life to the fullest. So, I'll see you guys next video. Be sure to stay tuned for part 3 of the Pale Moon deck profiles. So, I'll see you guys next time. Good night, guys.